Okay, here's the image that you clicked on my YouTube channel, and I'm not going to be painting the sky, the trees, the snow. I'm not going to be doing any of that on camera. I'm going to be doing that off camera, but I want to keep this video short, and I wanted to zero in on how to do these rocks. Now, I've got a video at the end of my demonstration. I will refer you to my video on just how you can create these rocks. It's not a watercolor technique, as you'll find out, but like I say, there are no rules in watercolor. Look at these rocks. Let me get a little close up. These are fun rocks. See all the texture, the grittiness you can see to the rocks. So that's what I'm going to be demonstrating, and it's going to be fun. So here we go. All right, let's see if we can get a rock, and we'll put some snow up here, and this will be snow right here. So away we go. Dipping my brush into black oil paint and some distilled turpentine. And let's bring the rock down from the top here to start with. Now I'm going to be picking up the board, so I've got to keep this in the camera. Okay, that's a good start. Let's bring it up from the bottom now. And let's see what we can do here. Okay, we're getting a good rock. Oh, we got a glare. There we go. Okay, let's bring it down from the top here. All right, and then we'll bring it down like so. See what we can do with that. So we bring it up. Oop, more water. Okay, I think I'm liking this. Oops, there we go. Now, just for fun, let's put in a little bit of burnt sienna watercolor pigment. And we'll drop it in like so, and down here. Okay, we'll walk away and let that dry. Okay, I'm back real quick. Let's zero in. And it's still wet. Let's see, we're going to let this dry. Well, I made a little drop right here. Okay, we made a little mistake there. So we'll just bring that out. Like so, and there we go. This is going to be the snow coming down like so. All right, I'll be back. Okay, we're going to put in another rock right here, and then we'll decide what to do after that. But before I put this rock in, as you can see, I laid in some masking fluid. right up here and along the rock right here. Now the masking fluid, I've got several videos on how to work with masking fluid. You never, ever, ever use a brush when you apply masking fluid. You ruin your brush. Always use a straw. So check out my videos on how to use a straw working with masking fluid. So I'll be right back. Okay, let's do this rock right here. We'll start, okay, dipping the brush into black oil paint and some distilled turpentine or turpenoid. All right, lift up the board. And let's bring this rock in like so. Now, as I mentioned, at the end of this video, I'll show you how to work with this with black oil paint, turpenoid or distilled turpentine, and water. And that'll be coming up at the end of this video. Okay, let's bring it up from the bottom. See what we can do here. Let's use a palette knife. Now, always use plastic. Always use a plastic palette knife. For whatever reason, that seems to work best, I've found. Okay, one little dot right here. Let's see how we can do that. Just make that real dark. That'll be a good contrast. Okay, again, we'll lay in just a little bit of burnt sienna watercolor medium, just into the water. We'll just drop a little up there and a little down here. Okay, we'll let that dry. This is dry. Now I'm going to pick up the masking fluid with, I forget what this is called. I call it a picker-upper. It picks up the masking fluid very well. You can find this at maybe a Dick Blick catalog. So let me get around so you can see it. And I'm going to use my fingers to peel this. Well, maybe not. This is real important right here where the snow comes between the rocks. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, this is good. We got the two rocks. Now I'm going to finish this up. I'll paint a pretty picture after this with some pine trees and stuff so you can click on the image. But this is what I have been trying to show you is how to do these rocks. It's a fun technique. Just for fun, we'll put a little snow here, and then I'll go and show you. Okay, I'm back, and I just wanted to do a quick wash to lay in some snow. That is not the purpose of this video. I want to keep it short. The purpose of this video is how to get these funky looking rocks. So this is still wet. We're getting a bloom here. That's kind of a nice contrast. I'm just watching that bloom develop. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I might feather this. I don't like this rough edge right here, so I'll do that off camera. I'll put some pine trees in. Now I'll be back to refer you to my video on how to create these rocks. Be right back. All right, here we have the finished product. Let's take a look at it. And I'm sorry I painted all this, turned it into a pretty picture, did all this off camera, but The main focus on this, I wanted to keep this video short. I wanted to focus in on how you could do rocks such as this using the oil and water technique. Now, if you're a purist, you might not go for this, but like I mentioned, there are no rules in art or in watercolor. So this is not a watercolor technique, these rocks, but I married it up with what I think is a pretty nice rendition of a watercolor painting. Now let's zero in, take a look at these rocks. This you get some good texture here. Now I used an ink pen to highlight here, just paint it in the dark. You can highlight, let's see, let's say you want to highlight this just a little bit, turn it right here, kind of accentuate that part of the rock. So that's a good little tip. Now, I've got over 50 videos uploaded to YouTube on how to do trees, sky, things like that. So I didn't want to go ahead and do all that. That would take a little bit too much time. So check out all my videos. I'm pushing 80 years old. I want to pass on all the techniques I've learned. I've been doing watercolor for over 50 years. So I want to pass on all these techniques. And this was just basic cobalt blue right here to make this pop. Drop this dark in here to make this pop. Contrast, contrast, that's what it's all about. Now, I mentioned that I'm going to refer you to a previous video on just the tools and the things that you need to get this rock technique. So I will be back to finish up. Okay, to finish this up and to give this technique a try, click on this, this image right here on The Art of Watercolor by Steve. Just type that into your YouTube and this will come up. So click on this, how to create rocks and mountains using watercolor, oil color, and turpenoid. This one right here. That'll show you, demonstrate all the tools that you need, things that you need to do this technique. I mentioned I also have videos on how to do clouds. Let's see, this one up here is good. Here's another one. Let's see, trees. I've got a fun technique to paint trees and bark. So that's also fun. So let me go back to this one. So just click on this and hopefully you'll give this a try. As I said, it is kind of messy, but it's fun. It's just something else you can do in your watercolor journey. So everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day.